I'm streaming. Hi, Renee.
Hello, how are you?
Good. How are
Oh,
you?
we're live. You're officially on the
Uh,
internet.
Oh shit!
I can't hear.
Oopsie.
You're gonna set all the incels off for sure.
That's just his basement.
That's my
That's just his
basement.
basement. Yeah.
If you
There's
guys want to visit, the guest room's back there.
see right there. Okay, bye. Love you, bye.
She couldn't even hear me, could she?
No, she could
She
not.
couldn't. She couldn't even hear me the whole time.
Nope.
Well, that sucks.
Incels, leave my wife alone.
They won't.
They won't.
They won't.
How
If
old
only
are
she wouldn't make
you?
them involuntary celibate, then they would leave her alone.
Damn. These damn women don't know what's going on.
What's up, dude?
Not much. How was your weekend?
Good. I spent a lot of time with the XH2.
Mmm. Beautiful. Yeah, nice. Yeah, that was our plan, and I'm glad you followed through with
It was
testing
beautiful,
it.
beautiful weather for testing a camera, so it was good.
What is the weather there?
Today it's a little rainy, but the last 2
Mm.
days it was high 70s,
Yeah,
sunny.
nice.
Mwah. How about you? What'd you do this weekend?
I worked. I shot a wedding in Santa Barbara, and
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, that pic you sent me.
it
People
was
go,
nice.
people go nuts on these weddings. How much was that?
I can't tell you how much it was. I have no idea, but
Oh my God.
they basically rented out the entire rotunda of the Hilton Resort, like beach resort. So I can't even.
Wild.
I have no idea. I have no idea.
Absolutely wild.
It's,
That reminds me, I missed your wedding, which I'm upset about. But then, COVID.
it was COVID time, so we didn't. We
Mhm.
decided that we wanted to have it instead of risking.
Instead of not.
Instead of not. Yeah, exactly.
Got it.
Yeah, so this is we're here to talk about the XH-2s.
Ongoing coverage.
Yeah, ongoing coverage.
We're like
Actually,
CNN when like an airplane goes down.
they should put the tickers at the bottom.
Yeah, we're just
When,
ongoing XH2 coverage all month.
okay, let's because there was some rumors broken by our Fuji rumors over the weekend, and I
Yeah,
just
let's
want to
hit
get your first thought when I say the 8K camera costs $500 less than the one you're holding now.
To be expected, I think. I think that was always something that was rumored, right? That it was going to be cheaper
Mm-hmm.
because it's resolution focused, it's photography focused, not video focused, right?
I don't know. That's my question to you.
It's gotta be.
Because we haven't talked about the photography aspect of the XH2s, which is built for speed.
Right.
Is that $500 video features or photography features?
Video features, I would guess. But I don't
Yeah, that's our guess. I think but I do think a 8K camera at 2K is quite the deal.
What else could they do, though? The burst on this thing is insane. Like, what other photo things are they going to add? They're going to do that, like, what's that thing Sony does where you can, like, pixel shift to make higher resolution pictures?
Yeah, right. Oh, what's up, Anthony? Anthony Larson is always in the chat.
What's up, Anthony?
I'm officially watching the chat just for you, Anthony, so that we're not gonna miss. He says pixel binding. That's what he said.
Yeah. Is that what it's called? Yeah, okay, maybe.
I don't know. That's what he said.
Yeah, sure,
he,
sure.
He probably knows. He probably knows.
Anyway, yeah, I feel like that's they're gonna add features like that instead of features like 120p 4K. I mean, maybe it will still do that. I don't know. I just don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. That doesn't come out till fall, so it's kind of a long way.
Well, the real question is, it's $500 less, not because they're taking features out arbitrarily, right? They're $500 less because because they saved $500 per unit or some
Right.
amount of money per unit.
Yes.
Right. So what did they remove that saved
Well, that's
that
what
money?
Okay, so I looked it up, and you're right. It's not a stack sensor, so it does take away the burst and the speed of the XH-2s.
Okay.
But does the stack sensor help with video features? So I don't know. I don't know.
I think it does help with the higher frame rate stuff. It helps with the
Okay.
low jello
Okay.
because it's
Okay.
actually something I noticed this weekend. There's very little.
Are we out? Are we almost out of Jello
I
territory?
think so. I think
It's
so.
been like 15 years of Jello.
I remember how bad it was when I got my first Sony, the full frame
Oh my
A7S.
God.
It was
Yes.
like
Just
a light post was like this if you're going to.
you're like shooting out the car window.
Yeah,
The
it's just
entire thing is
all
horizontal.
all
Yeah.
the trees are like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Uh-huh.
we are. I mean, there are some cameras that have global shutter even now.
Oh, right, right, right.
So like I think we're getting in a situation where eventually all these cameras are just going to have global shutter, and that's going to be a thing of the past. But it's very low right now. So I think that stacked sensor helps with that. It also helps with high ISO
Uh-huh.
stuff. So like you can shoot at higher ISOs without worrying too much. And I'll show again. I have a 3200 ISO shot in here that looks like as clean as like an 800 or a 1600 on the XH1.
Interesting.
So it's very clean.
Well, this is like another topic we could talk about is the ISO variance of a Fujifilm camera. So did they move is the needle move for that?
Yeah.
That whole thing that they do with the ISO. It's not true ISO. It's a very confusing thing.
Yeah, I don't know how that translates to video too, because I know that's different for photography, but I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah. Yeah, well, again, this will be ongoing coverage, and when fall comes and September rolls around, maybe we'll get our hands on one and see if their video features are what is $500 worth in terms of video features.
I'll just buy one as well.
Mike is the bank. He will buy one.
He will buy one. Credit
card. Credit card, but yeah, it's all
It's all the same. Well, one you don't have the one you don't have to pay, right? You just don't pay it.
Yeah, they'll just call you. All you have to do is deal with phone calls.
Just stop
and a low credit score. Who really cares?
I already bought my house. I don't care.
Yeah, true.
Who gives a shit? Come at me. Yeah. So before we get into XH2, though, I wanted to talk about that street photographer that I randomly. I mean, I'm sure other people know about him, but
yeah.
I
what is his name again?
Oh, fuck. Let me pull it up.
It's hard to. I don't want to botch his name.
Well, it's Japanese, so
yeah.
It's a little difficult for us gringos.
So Fujifilm was like doing these sweet like BTS videos of like popular photographers all around the world, and they would do like deep dives on them and all this stuff. What camera was this for?
X100V.
Okay, so the new one is F, or is V the new one?
I think V is the new one.
Okay,
but I don't know.
So I'm sure a lot of you have seen this street photographer. Would love to hear your opinions on it. Me and Mike.
Are you sharing your screen?
Yeah, I can go to the screen.
Yeah, so if you go to YouTube and go to Samuel Street Life, this guy's cool. He does these like vlogs where they run around and shoot street photography.
Oh yeah. He shoots the Ricoh.
Okay, yeah, Tatsuo Suzuki. Tatsuo Suzuki is his name.
Tatsuo, there he is. Yeah, look at that. You type in Tatsuo and it's the first one. Is that the algorithm or is that his popularity?
I think it's his popular. He's very popular. That first one's the one he did with Samuel Street Life. This one still exists. The one they did with Fuji, they took down.
It's gone
because of the way that he shoots is so offensive to Japanese people.
Oh, let me turn this down.
If this was in America, this guy would have been a hero. People would have been like, "You can't make his art. You can't stop this guy from doing his art."
I wonder.
This video's awesome, by the way. I love this. This is one of his best videos.
I'm gonna go to 2-speed.
Yeah, that's fine. You can jump around too.
Okay, let's see how he does So this guy's whole thing is like he will he essentially he does not give a fuck.
No, he doesn't care.
That is
He like gets in their way. He like stops them from walking and takes a picture of them and then gets out of the way. It's like really. Oh, he's talking about how you can set it all manually with the dials. That's why he likes the Fuji.
uh-huh.
That's why he likes the
Uh-huh.
Fuji.
Also, like the X100 might be the greatest photography camera ever made.
This guy
Um,
Samuel's using the GR3 now,
yeah, the Ricoh, yeah.
which is a
He
cool.
he loves that camera.
It's a cool.
He loves this X100 too, but that one's even smaller.
It's
It's
tiny.
like,
He carries two of them.
yeah.
Of course, these guys are into it. Yeah, this lady.
I
They're
mean,
so good.
he's nasty. He's nasty. You know, we talked about this. I'm trying to get back into street photography, and I'm seeing where my issue is happening right now. Is I am afraid of confrontation because I haven't been doing it.
Dude, there was a guy that he did another video with that was saying like the reason he does street photography is because when he first did it, it was really scary. And
It's very scary.
That's like a challenge. Like, okay, well now I'm challenged to do a thing that makes me feel uncomfortable, which the guy was saying means you're doing the right thing. If you feel uncomfortable and you're getting good stuff from doing it, like this guy.
Yeah. Yeah, these photos are sick. Yeah, that's I think that's the big thing with street photography is
Where'd that
just
circle come from? That's insane.
the confrontation aspect of it.
Yeah.
You know, one of
jump
my
ahead a little bit. Let's see. Oh, there was one. He just got in her way.
it didn't care.
He just didn't. Oh,
Yep. Also, that's the thing too, is like you just continue moving. Like you'll never
Right.
that person's never gonna chase you down or
Right.
do anything like that.
This one.
Oh yeah, she blocked it. It's actually a good photo too, with people blocking the cameras and stuff.
Oh,
Look at that
so
one.
good. How does he get this shit?
That one's sick.
Sick, dude.
Yeah, super sick.
And he's just snapping it out of nowhere.
Mhm.
Anyway, I just thought it was fascinating that they took this video
Oh.
down. I feel like, oh, that was good.
That lady said something. You didn't see. Look, you just keep moving. Also, like a big thing too is like if you don't make eye contact with them, then
Yeah.
you really don't ever have to.
Right.
You just continue.
Well, he
You
was
just
saying he
continue
likes
going.
the tension between that they're like
Yeah.
upset with him. He like that's what he
Okay.
wants. So he like
Huh.
gets in their way on purpose and like makes it awkward. It's so weird.
I gotta
Anyway,
channel. I gotta channel the homies style.
yeah, they
Yeah, he's awesome.
they
Eh,
kicked him.
pic-
They took the video down because everybody was upset. They thought it was like so offensive that he would make people uncomfortable like that. And I don't know that I disagree. It is kind of upsetting to watch him do it.
Oh no, my light went off. Yeah, it is a little bit, but again, I mean, what's worse, like him doing that or, you know, the other types of harassment that we see of people
Yeah, I mean, it's
like
minimal on the scale of actual day-to-day harassment. So I
let
guess
me
that's true.
kick my light on. You continue
That's
speaking
fine.
on to
I'll go to this overhead because we can show off our new overhead cam. Let's look at the XH2 here. I've got my speed booster with my 35 f1.4 Nikon because I was shooting at night the other night. I've got a list of things I like, and I've got a long list of things I don't like, and I need to go through all those things. But yeah, and the screen, I don't think I'm into it. Thought I would be. I just don't think I am. Also, this button, not crazy about it. The joystick is not great for punching in. We'll go through all this stuff more specifically, but these are just a few of the things that I am not loving. Generally using it, though, has been very good.
What'd you say? Oh, that looks nice. Look at that angle.
I was just saying, I was just going over like there's some things I really like after using this camera, and there's some things I do not like. But
Okay, let's start.
it's weird because I had a ton of fun using it. So like it's hard for me to have such a long list of things I don't like, you know.
Well, which list is bigger?
The problem list is bigger, unfortunately.
The problem list is bigger.
Unfortunately, even though I had a great time using it.
Okay.
So
let's start with your.
Should we start with pros? Yeah, let's start with pros. So, well, let's watch this video. Let me send you the link. How do I send you the link to this video?
You can send it in the Discord channel.
Let's watch this video of stuff that I shot over the weekend. Okay, share, copy, Discord. Where's the chat? Oh, here it is. Okay, paste. All right, pop that video up. I'll go to here. I can't believe, jeez. Is it higher res yet? Check that resolution gear.
Seem
click that gear.
It's a cool 360p still.
Ugh.
Damn, this is an 8-minute clip though? Nice,
dude,
dude.
so that's part of the problem. We can watch a little bit of it, but that's part of the problem, and I'll get into that. But it really hasn't upgraded it yet. Ugh, so annoying.
Nah, it's very annoying.
Oh, it's so stupid.
Okay, let's hear some of your pros while we're we got this rolling.
Okay, well, I'll start with it. I'll start with why this video is so long. The Premiere was having a lot of trouble with the H.265 footage, and I could not get it to render in the timeline. So I couldn't edit. I couldn't edit. Like I just could. So I just threw the clips in and rendered it because there's just nothing I could do. It would come up all weird. It would come up all like green and purple if I tried to render it.
This is the 265 footage.
Some of it's not. I'm just switching around. But with the 265, I just couldn't get it rendered.
Yeah,
so
couldn't handle it. Yeah, couldn't handle it.
Okay, so pros. What I really had a great time doing. The open gate 6.2K footage is awesome. It's just I don't have to reframe any shots when I'm shooting a photo. Like I can just switch to video and I don't have to do a new framing because the frame's the same. And it's just like I can crop it later if I need to. It's just so big.
Are you shirtless in this shot?
No, I got a tank on.
Okay, sorry. Go on.
I wish I was.
It was
that was the shot. Again, I wish this was higher quality. That was the shot that was at night, and
that was a nice shot. Yeah,
and it was still super. It says it's processing the higher quality right now. Annoying.
Let's come back to this.
We can come back to it.
Yeah, let's come back.
So the 6.2K is so good. Like it's just so like I can just hit the record button, you know. I'm going to go to the overhead now. I can just hit the record button in photo mode and just start shooting and it's the same framing that I just had. It's not going to like what I used to hate is I would go like, "Oh, that shot's awesome, but I want a video," and I would switch to video. And then it would crop it down. It would cut the top and the bottom and my whole framing was messed up and I'd have to like reframe or back up or whatever, you know.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So now I just hit record and it's going to record the full frame of everything that I can see and I can deal with the crop later. It's just great. It's awesome.
Is that not a thing? So when you say that on my XT4, when I start to record video, is it cropping it, you're saying?
So like it does the bars on the top and the bottom, right? Let me
go
to video mode. So it'll do the bars on the top and the bottom. So you're losing that. Which makes sense because that's the frame of video, right? I mean, it kind of makes sense, but it's nice that you don't have to worry about that until later if you
Doesn't
don't
matter,
want to.
right? Because you can easily just do it
You
in
can just
post
crop it in
anyway.
post. So
Yeah,
so if you
yeah.
just hit record while filming, the open gate. Oh, I have it set to not that right now. I have it set to 4K, but I have it set to the slow mo. On the slow mo, it won't. You can't do. You obviously can't.
Got it.
Can't
It's just
do,
recording for full quality. It is.
right. If you're doing 24 or 30, you can just hit record, and it just starts recording. Same frame you just had, and it'll even switch to your video settings, which I need to figure out. But I don't know. I dig that a lot, and I just dig being able to see a bigger scene, a wider scene everywhere, and just shoot as is. So so that's really nice.
How was the record button?
Okay, so I have a good and a bad on that, but I like the record button a lot. What I don't like is I can't turn off the shutter button to also do it. And the issue that I used to have was I would accidentally hit the shutter because there's no like indication that I've hit it or not. So I wish I could turn this off.
So the shutter button still records.
The shutter button should just do photos and this should just do video, but it's still if I'm in photo mode, this will start recording, but this can stop the recording. The shutter can stop the recording even if I started it with the record button, which I don't like because that's the problem I kept having is I'd be like into a shot and my fingers over the shutter button and then I accidentally hit it and I stop the record.
Right.
So I want to be able to make this not do anything with video and only the record button. It's not in the firmware right now as far as I can find. So
okay.
So I think that's a problem, but I do like the button. I think the button's great. I'm going to stick to likes. I'm going to try to stick to likes here. So the 4K 60 is incredible. It looks just as good as the 4K 24 or whatever. So that's a huge upgrade because we didn't have 60 on the XH1 at 4K. And and the 60 looked kind of shitty actually. So it's really nice, or not the 60, sorry. Well, the 120 at 1080, but you couldn't do 60 was also 1080. So it's nice that I can just turn it on to 4K and I don't have to worry at all about the quality going down.
Yeah, it's all the same.
The 1080 240 is really bad. It looks like garbage. It is moirade. Straight lines are like chunk.
Yeah.
It's really bad. So I'm not happy about that. But 4K, I said 4K 60. Also 4K 120 looks great. 4K 120 looks just as good as 24.
That's cool. That's really cool.
So that's worth it. I just will never use the 240. The 240 is just not.
Also, you already had mentioned like how often are you really gonna slow-mo for 240?
Right. Like I rarely, unless I'm doing some really, really fast sports scene, not gonna need that much slow-mo. So, I'm not too worried about it. Let's see. What else did I like? I think the footage looks better. I think Eterna's been made even better.
Yeah, you think that they have some new color science in there?
It looks way better. The highlights don't get blown out as quickly, which I really love. The dynamic range just generally looks a little bit more expanded. The cinematic like flat look just isn't too flat.
Yeah.
Whoa, what happened? Our screens got messed up. Oh, you stopped sharing. You have to share, or my cropping gets all messed up.
You sure? Boop. Why did it turn my share off?
I think because you weren't doing it. I don't know. Who knows?
Don't look at my BitTorrent. Fuck, which one is it?
We can't see your share screen. It just messes up the crop if you turn it off. Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
All right. So, what was I saying? The battery's amazing. Dude, the battery's ridiculous.
I told you the battery's way better, right?
All day. Like, I just don't have to worry about it. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's way better.
I was shooting video all day, too. So, like, that was great.
I wonder if the battery on that is even better life based on just...
Maybe.
algorithm and processor stuff. Like
It
the
does.
processor might be like a less power drain and stuff like that.
It does have a eco mode, which I was trying out, and that seems to really extend the battery life. The boost, you can do boost on, or then the final boost is like economy, and it, I think, just lowers the power, but then probably you lose a little bit of the burst. You lose other things. I didn't seem to lose any video settings, so it was like great.
Like all those things are photo stuff, man.
Yeah, and the screen dims a little bit, but whatever, who gives a shit.
Yeah.
So I loved that. The battery. What else did I love? What else? You have any questions?
What about just like how was like the handling? Like the body's a little different, you said. So
it's so different. So I have some bad things about it, but generally it feels just as good as the XH1. I don't think there's any decrease in handling quality.
Yeah.
As far as the ergonomics.
Yeah. Size and everything is good. You said it's lighter, so that's obviously a plus.
So a couple things I don't like, which I may be able to fix with button assignments. This to zoom I hate because that's the joystick right now, is to zoom in.
Yeah.
I don't like it because I accidentally move it up or down rather than straight in, and then the little box moves,
the focus box.
The focus box moves up and down, and then I have to hit it again to turn that off, and then I have to hit it again to zoom. So I need a different button for punch in, which I think maybe this AEL, this exposure lock.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy that they still put those buttons on the cameras. I mean, do people even use that for photography? I don't really know.
I don't know. And I don't know what button I would put to zoom in, because now we don't have this one, the one on the dial. So
the clicking on the dial missing is interesting to me.
That's
a classic button. I don't know why they would get rid of that.
Maybe this one I'll do. So this one that's inside the grip, the one I'm talking about?
Yep.
That's like...
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Because
you can just reach in. You never use that button anyway.
Maybe I should do it to that one. And I think that'll fix that problem. So, I'll find a button that works, but don't love that. Didn't love... What else? It's taken me forever to get used to the ISO and white balance buttons. I just was so used to... I had white balance assigned to one of the D-pads.
Yeah.
And I had ISO on the dial, so I'm just not used to that at all. But that's just a time thing.
Well, why didn't you didn't put white balance back on the dial there? Oh, does white balance have its own button?
White balance has its own button.
Oh.
Right here.
You could move it.
No, I don't mind it. I just used to have it on the D-pad. The D-pad.
Yeah, just trying to get used to it. Yeah.
Just got to get used to it. I think it'll be fine. I don't like the changing between manual focus button. I have to hit...
Yeah, that one.
I have to hit two buttons. I have to hit it and then hit joystick or something to select the new focus.
Yeah.
And I just don't like that. I
wonder why they did that. I
used to be able to do it with one finger.
Yeah, like you said, it's only 3, so it's not a big deal to keep it a switch.
Right. So I used to just... Now you gotta hit that button, and then it brings up a menu. And then the menu, you select the new button. It's really annoying, and I don't.
Yeah.
It should toggle through it. It should just change it, toggle. Same thing as the viewfinder button, where you just hit it and then it changes to the next viewfinder option.
You tried to look that up or what?
No, and so again, I'm not. This is all just like me running around, remembering how to use the XH1, and hoping that some stuff is in the menu, and some of it I couldn't find. So this stuff, and if you guys hear this and you're like, oh yeah, that's like easily fixable, just put it.
Yeah.
I mean, I might be wrong, but as a user coming from XH1, it's a little annoying that this stuff is like, this much stuff is like not solvable. You know what I mean? Yeah. So
especially to be able to assign buttons to anything, it really should be
right.
Toggle versus I mean, that seems like such an easy like program thing that they could do.
Yeah, I agree. But that's it. I think so. That as far as good stuff, I mean, it's basically just the footage looks better and the camera is faster and there's just more stuff. And I love the open gate. I love the slow mo. I mean, it's just the video, the features, the technology. I think is a lot better.
The actual image coming out of it, you like.
So nice. I mean, I think it's even better than the XH1. Oh, your share went away again.
Fucking
lame. Anyway, what I don't like. Let's see. Okay, so there's a couple things I'm really not happy with. don't like this screen. I don't know about you.
The tilty?
I don't like it.
It's
I miss the old screen.
I people are gonna probably kill me for this, but I prefer my X Pro 3 screen to the tilty screen. And you know the X Pro 3 screen is
What's the X Pro 3 screen?
It's considered the worst
Oh,
design screen possible.
Hold on, let me go to the. Let's see it.
Because it only goes like this.
That's it.
That's it. Because you have to have the nostalgia right here. You know what I mean?
What goes on that screen? Is that a little screen?
You can put whatever you want, but it just tells me what film simulation I'm on.
Nice, dude. I mean, I don't. For video, that wouldn't work, obviously, but
Right.
I understand why you like it. I mean, it's simple and it stays out of your way. Like this gets in your way.
You're right. The opening this to this, like, I get being able to flip it, but like this, we talked about this. Looking down
Right.
like this is the proper way to look at the
this
camera.
This thing
like,
dangling off the side of the camera just sucks.
Smash.
It just sucks.
Smash.
First of all, you're gonna smash it. Second of all, it's just, why is it here? I'm like, now I'm twice as wide.
Yeah. That's the really big issue.
I'm
with
twice
it,
as wide as I used to be. If you're rigged out, I'm sure it doesn't matter, right? You're rigged out. I saw you're rigged.
Yeah,
you had it like off to the side, so it's whatever.
It's placed like that just so I can look at it for a menu when I need it. Right.
But like if I'm,
which is fine, but yeah,
I don't know if I'm gonna rig this thing out. I think I'm not because I have other problems. But if I kept this thing, I would use it the same way I use my current XH1. I'd probably use it more because it's got a lot more features and I can just generally use it more. But I would like to do it. I like to do it like this, where I'd maybe put the grip on the bottom, maybe put a little follow focus, but I don't want this thing popped out over here.
The thing is, like, they got tricked into just following the crowd, right? That's every screen on the market.
I think you're right. I think they did get tricked. But what they,
I like the other screen. It goes open and then
like
it flips up.
There's no reason. I don't need a selfie screen. And if you want to,
they might have been able to figure it out to go face this way, the opposite. Yeah, like all the way. Yeah. Just the hinge could maybe go both directions.
I think they should have just not done it because the what's that other one they have, the other PSAM dial one?
The GFX one?
No, there's like the cheaper video sort of.
Oh, yeah. That's the selfie screen. That's like the selfie blogging.
But that's like the vlog camera. Like use it, leave it on that one, and give me the tilty screen as the better screen. I'm a videographer. I'm not a vlogger.
Yeah,
like
I don't know.
Well, we're vlogging right now, but you know what I mean. I'm not like running around on the streets with this.
I like it for right now, yeah, but for working, it's not. It's useless.
Like I'm not doing this, so I'm doing work. So give me a different. Anyway, not happy about that. And that might honestly be a bit of a deal breaker. But what else? It's still, dude. It still stops recording if you unplug the HDMI. Really?
They didn't fix that?
No, and I'm just like flabbergasted. Like
that's interesting.
If you cannot use. I mean, I can't use a regular monitor with this thing unless I'm ready to like watch the battery. And if it's about to die, I can't even swap the battery. I have to stop recording and go, hold on, swap the battery. On my Blackmagic, I can the monitor, I can take it off, I can unplug it, I can swap the battery, I can change settings on it, and it'll just roll. It just won't affect it at all. So I'm pretty upset about that. There might be a setting I can change, but
at least it's the big HDMI, so it's not going to get knocked out as much. But what about? Yeah, that's a tough one.
That's true. I was
thinking.
Happy about it.
I was thinking like if you are doing a long recording, the battery does last longer, which is good.
And you don't have the limit. You used to have
and you don't have
30.
And then like, what about just like? I mean, this is all shit. It's like when you're recording an interview, do you plug it in? You know what I mean? Like,
but sometimes the interview's an hour, and I don't want to have to set up everything.
Yeah, you don't want to have to do all that shit. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, generally, maybe it's not that big of a deal, but like, I'm annoyed by it. So,
Well, it was one of your requests, so
right? And I feel like they could fix it in
it,
firmware.
it might be something that people aren't,
Doing
if they don't, like, they generally listen, right? I feel like when people complain about it enough, like the tilty screen, like nobody liked the old swivel screen or
right,
whatever.
right, right, right.
Like this X Pro 3 screen, there's no way this is making it into the X Pro 4. Like,
Yeah, people hate it.
like people hate it.
That's funny. Yeah, I
I
mean, maybe
love
you're
it,
right.
but
Maybe you're right. Um, maybe
maybe
just
they'll
nobody.
hear
Maybe just
maybe
nobody
they'll hear you
cares.
talk about it.
I
Yeah,
just, I
I
just think there shouldn't be any situation where it stops recording unless I hit record or the battery inside the camera dies. That should be
yeah,
the only
yeah.
two situations in which,
No, that makes
or
sense.
the
That
or the
makes a lot of
or the
sense.
card's full. So that's another thing. I think the ProRes edition was maybe nice, but I don't think I'm ever going to use it.
Yeah, you're not gonna use it.
Well, I have to get CF Express cards to do it, and I was looking up the prices yesterday, and there's some affordable ones. But a 256 CF Express card fills up with ProRes in 45
An
minutes.
hour?
Not
Yeah, that's a
even.
lot. That's a lot.
So I have to get multiple 256 cards to shoot interview, an interview that's even just an hour. I need 2 cards for just a 1 hour
Yeah.
interview. Like, and I actually, if I can get H.265 working, I feel like that's the way to go because I can just make proxies out of it
Mm-hmm.
and it looks great and I can fit more on the card because it's so compressed, right? So I'm hoping
I
that
guess
the
it's
H.265 I can get that to work in Premiere.
I guess too, like when you talk about it too, it's you're talking about the camera working as is,
Mm-hmm.
no rigging, like how can we keep it as compact as possible without putting all the shit on it, and like how does it work as right out of the box? Like you don't have to put anything on it,
Right,
right?
right.
So like the stuff that you're saying, there are workarounds, but I agree with you. I mean, if it is like a video centric camera, there should be things that they should be addressing with things like that.
Right. So you're saying like, oh, I could get the I could get like an external recorder, right?
Right, right. Like
And
maybe you
like
already have an external recorder, like are people using like, and that's the thing too, like who are people using these cameras for those types of situations? Like I don't know, like is that the reason why they're not? Because Fuji hasn't,
right. Well,
you know,
I don't know. I mean, I'm having trouble wrapping my head around. So I know you have your XT4 rigged out, and I used to have my XH rigged out, and I had my
mm-hmm.
Sony rigged out. Since I've moved to the Blackmagic, which we could do a whole video on, but I have a lot of good things to say, and there are some definite negatives about it. The color science is number one on the list, but I feel weird about having my photo camera, and again, I could probably just keep my XH1 and use that as a photo camera or something, but having it rigged up, because then when I want to take it out and use it like this,
Yeah,
either
it's a
for
pain in the
photos
ass.
or so that I can just go do B-roll at a low key at an event,
Yeah.
or a protest. If I want to go to a protest and I want to shoot some B-roll, I want to keep it nice and small so that
Mm-hmm.
I can
Mm-hmm.
just run around. I don't want my big Blackmagic rig,
Yep.
but then I got to take it all out of the rig, and maybe
Ye-
there's an easy cage that you can slip it in and out of, but
That's I mean, no,
I don't
probably
know.
not.
Yeah,
Probably not.
yeah.
Probably not.
So that's
Uh
the part. That's the thing I'm having to wrap my head around. It's got all these awesome features that I want to use, and I would shoot like a feature film on this. I feel like maybe even over
the Black
the
Magic.
Blackmagic because it looks so good. But do I want to rig it out for a feature film and then take it out of that rig when I have to go shoot?
I mean, how long does it take you to rig your camera typically?
I don't know. I mean, I'd probably do it in an hour if I knew what I was, if I had the rig
Yeah.
ready, or maybe
Yeah.
less than that if I knew what the rig was. But the problem is like I'm always changing my rigs, and
All right.
I don't know. Anyway, I think these are minor problems. The bigger problems I've already discussed. So
Yeah. You could buy two of them. then you could
mean,
really.
I mean, I've thought about that. What I could
That's
do is
what you get rid of everything else and then have two of them,
sell
and then your issue is completely moot
sell
at
my
that
two
point.
Black Magics. But I also really love and miss the look and feel of the old XH1, which is right up here.
That's because you're used to it. I mean, you've had that camera for 5 years.
I know.
That's a long time to be with a camera. Like
it's so different. This is so different.
You're plugged into the soul of that thing. So
that's a good way to put it. It just feels home. It just feels. I picked it up just to bring it over here and set it up, and it like feels like home.
It feels right, yeah. Which is cool.
This feels
cool.
Different. This feels weird.
I think a lot of people don't get that with their cameras because they're constantly trading in and out all their shit. So it's like you gotta, you know that camera. This new girlfriend of yours is unknown, bro. You don't know what's going on.
Exactly, and it's fun, but it's like.
You're not sure. I get it.
So the issue too is I loved using the XH1 as a photo / video. Like I would take photos and shoot video, and this one actually lets me do that easier. So that is a big benefit. Like again, I can now just hit record on photo mode, or I can do C7 set up for photo / video, and so if I hit record, everything's set up the way I need it. I don't have to switch the dial. I don't have to hit any buttons.
Oh, that's what you were saying earlier. Yeah. That's awesome.
I don't have to do anything other than hit the record button, and it just
when you hit the record button, it switches back to it goes to video settings.
Yeah, I'll show you right now.
It goes to video settings.
Yeah. So
like, bro, that's nasty.
So I'm on photo mode, and I'm like photo, and then I want to shoot a video of the same thing, and I hit the video. It just pops into video mode. The settings change, so it's brighter now because I have different settings. Which sometimes can be annoying, but
no, I mean that makes sense though, because it's the video mode is your video, yeah.
And then if I hit stop recording, back to photo mode. Now I'm shooting photos again. So that is really cool.
A true hybrid.
Right.
Like for me, that would be because the Switch is cool, but again, it's still another second, right? Like
this one, you're taking this photo, and then it starts to turn into a cool video. Just hit record, and
it's one moment,
and now you're rolling in the same frame. It doesn't reframe it. It doesn't change the aspect ratio. You're just shooting.
Right.
You're shooting exactly the full frame that you just saw. So I mean, I think there's something to be said about how awesome that is, and I don't know that there's a whole lot of other cameras that. I mean, maybe now, but
maybe I need to get one. It's
pretty dope. I mean, I was using it the other day, just was taking pictures of, and we'll see. I think we can pull up the video now if we want to, but
I was wondering if I should. I mean, I don't know how much a XT4 goes for these days, but let me look.
It looks like 4K's
official.
High def. No, let me see. It still
1080.
Still says it's processing.
YouTube's been taking forever with that shit,
dude,
especially 4K.
This sucks, dude. I thought this was gonna work.
It's still. We can come back next week to the video footage.
I'm so annoyed. It's just too long.
We'll come back
because it's 8
minutes. Yeah. We'll talk. Well, we can come back to like specifics of the video footage next week. But like, I don't know. An XT4 probably can sell it for 1,400. That still puts me. $1,200 away. So
I'll put a link. We'll put a link.
Oh yeah, there you
to
go.
This video
nice.
in the description so that everybody
can
take a look. I mean, it's a lot. It's going to be a lot of money, and this is a lot of money for me. I mean, I still don't know if I'm going to keep it because I could sell the XH1 for 800.
Maybe.
I can sell the Blackmagic for 1,000. If I sold all three, I get 2,800. So now I'm one free camera paid for, but I lost all my other cameras. And then I would still want to get that external recorder possibly for this if I was going to keep it. So,
but it is we did say, this is it's future proof, man. Especially when you're saying the footage looks that good, like this is
it looks the best of.
I mean, for at least 5 years, right? I mean, more probably.
I'm being real because like I have all these bad things to say about this camera, but this shit is some of the best footage I've seen come straight out of a camera ever. Like, and I've used all of the cameras. Maybe Canon comes close. Canon stuff does look pretty good right out of the camera. They have dumb design of their cameras,
Yeah.
but their footage looks solid straight out.
Yeah.
This is better, 100%,
Huh.
100% better.
That's it. What can you like as far if you're looking for image quality, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we're doing, right? You're
Mm-hmm.
creating an image.
Mm-hmm.
And that can definitely do video and can definitely do photo. Like
Yep.
can do it.
And really good.
And can do it. And you're saying the image. Okay, so if you're talking about that image quality, do you think this 8K Fujifilm camera is gonna have something? So, okay, so say you keep all your shit until the 8K comes out, and then you sell a little bit of your stuff, and your 8K can become your interview still rigged camera because it will have IBIS.
So you're saying
It
I get the cheaper
will
one as the like rigged up, shoot an interview, do regular
not
production?
your like that one's like your run and gun like as you have it. Like it's still a like they're both A cameras, but I'm saying like if we're talking price wise, right? Like for $800 more, like is your interview camera really need to be able to do all this extra stuff that camera can do? It's gonna be on a tripod. It's gonna be like
Yeah, I mean, but then is it worth? Do I just keep the Black Magic because that does that stuff?
but it's 8K.
Amazing. Yeah, but
Is
I don't
8K.
need 8K.
You don't need it now.
That's true. I mean, but I can get it later. I
Yeah.
for right
Yeah.
now, I just need a camera that I can sit in front of somebody, hit record.
Yeah, that's true.
It's gonna look good, and it's not gonna stop recording because
Yeah.
I'm just shooting a 4-hour interview. And
I
I'm
mean, it's
never
really
gonna
not
stop.
worth probably getting maybe I would say get rid of one of the Black Magics for sure.
I think that's the move, right?
Just one of those. Keep your XH1. Like, is it really worth? Like,
What
maybe
am I
you'll
gonna
get
do with the
800.
one though? I'm gonna grab
Yeah,
the two
yeah,
every time. I'm never
yeah,
gonna grab the one because
yeah,
this just does way more. So like as much as
yeah.
I love it, and I do love it, I guess maybe if I was going somewhere really like
No,
wet, like I'm gonna fucking drop it in the water or something maybe.
yeah, maybe though.
But like
But then you won't get that sweet, sweet
right. So
footage.
like this is just better. It's just better footage. So like why would I not use it? So I don't know. That's the part where I'm like maybe I sell the XH1, maybe I sell one of the Black Magics
Done.
and
That's it.
then get something else down the line.
That's it, dude. I think that's it. And then when you really know you're gonna do something that you really want to use that for, as far as like rigging it up, then you can rig it up. But most of the
Right.
time, you can have it out.
Well, the nice part is if I want to use this for an interview, let's say I need a 2-camera interview, what I can do is get the Black Magic recorder so it shoots B-raw. I can record B-raw off of this.
The same.
Then I'm using this that shoots B-raw and this that shoots B-raw on an interview, and I don't have to have this rigged up, right? I'm just going to put it on a tripod like this, put the
Yeah,
monitor over
right.
here, plug it in,
That's it. That's it.
be done with it. So that's a possibility.
I just don't. I'm not really sure how you're gonna put that back in the box and be like, all right, return this camera now.
That's the other problem is like can I do
you
it?
already have it. Yeah, you already have it. It's like just get rid of the old shit.
Yeah.
It's future proof, bro. That's what you got to think about. And
I
like,
fucking miss this feeling though. The fucking grip just so
nah,
nice, dude.
nah, no, 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 no. Well, I can't say because like the XT series hasn't changed much. Like that's the same.
Right.
That's the same body. But I don't know. Maybe. I
Oh.
mean, like you said, I never used this as a photo camera. Like,
Right.
so the XH2 might just be the perfect.
Right.
But that's to
I
maybe
just
get a used one when people start dropping it out of their fucking thing. They're like, "Oh, I can't use this for anything. My kids are too fast."
yeah.
Get one for 2K straight up.
Yeah. I mean maybe. I don't know. Anyway, regardless, I got a decision to make. You're right. I'm probably not going to get rid of this thing. But
I just don't see it happening.
yeah.
So, okay, so
Yeah. I mean, I just got to
Your
come up with a rig. I
initial,
got to come up with a good rig for this that is sort of like
if you can
easy
find a
to.
way to clip it in and out,
That's
yeah,
what I'm
that
saying.
would be
Like
nice.
pop it in,
Yeah,
and then pop
yeah.
it out when I need it. Then maybe I'm in. Maybe I'm onto something here. Maybe you're onto something here with this. Like,
M-
this is
Maybe
everything.
maybe we should make that.
Maybe.
It'd be like
How do you do
it'd
it?
be like it'd be like the tripod. You would
Let's
be
look
like
at
a
this.
piece of tripod mount that you would hook onto the bottom of it, and then you would slide it in and tighten it like a tripod into your camera rig.
But so there's nothing holding it on top.
Well, it goes in, right? So then, I mean, it only holds from the bottom. Like my small rig one is the screw in the bottom that holds that.
So you just need a way to pull it out fast. So we just need like a quick release instead of a screw.
We just
And you
made $1 million.
you just
We just
slide,
made $1 million.
You just slide it out. I mean, maybe.
Just slide it right out of there.
Maybe.
You just slide it right out of there.
I thought about. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to think about it because that's interesting. Be interesting.
Well, we can do a thing where we look up some different rigs because when my shit is rigged up, I have to take out like 4 screws in order to get the camera out. So it's impossible.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not.
Yeah.
Every time I get home, I have to disassemble this rig. Like,
all right. Oh yeah, that sucks. That sucks.
But yeah, you're right. You're probably right. I probably can't get rid of this thing. I'll probably end up selling something. Selling the XH1 breaks my heart right now, so I can't even think about it.
Well, sell the second Black Magic that you're not going to use anymore.
Oh yeah.
Like you're not going to use it.
Yeah, unless I'm doing like a 3-camera shoot, but that's rare. That's only happened like once.
Yeah, right. Fucking.
Well, I just shot. So I just shot that band. I did. I told you a little bit. I shot that band, and I shot with 7 cameras. But like, I'll just.
That's insane.
Just
yeah, you just ran.
I had to borrow 3 anyway, so it's like.
Right.
You know,
what's another one?
What's another one, right? Hey, that's, that's where I used the Canon EOS R, and it was the worst thing I've ever touched in my life.
So my review from hearing Mike is it's a new camera that he's not used to, but he loves. He just said it's the best image quality he's ever seen.
People are
from
not gonna like
any
that,
camera.
But straight out of camera,
and price point. Like
best looking stuff I've ever seen. Even price point aside.
Oh, price point aside.
I've shot with Airy. People love Airy.
See?
People love
Yeah, of course
Airy.
they do.
And
of course.
I like this stuff better. I think it looks better.
Damn, look at that. You hear that?
I think it looks better. That's why I think Fuji needs to come out with a fucking cinema camera. I mean, they just need to do it.
When you're now you're saying it's like just do it.
They have cinema lenses. They do cinema. They film stock. Like, just make a cinema camera. It's so simple. And a cheap one. It doesn't even have to be like a high-end 10, 50 grand camera. It can be like a $5,000 camera.
Yeah.
Make it just like this, but pop the back out.
Put the cables and plugs.
Put some dials on the sides.
Uh-huh.
So the other thing I really don't like is this doesn't have shutter angle. Only shutter speed. You know what I mean?
Shutter angle.
So like shutter speed is one way to do shutter, which is photo, where you have like 1/48 is what you do when you do 24.
Yeah.
Right? Shutter angle is how cinema cameras do shutter. So it's basically, you know how 48's double.
Yep.
24. That translates to 180 degrees shutter on a cinema camera. But what that means is we can do a whole video about this. But what that means is you're always 180 degrees means you're always double what your frame rate is. So then when you change your frame rate, no matter what, it's always going to double it. You're not going to have to like, oh, do I have to go to 120? Do I have to go to 240? You just know I always am going to have this much motion.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Shot, no matter what frame rate I'm shooting. And so then you can up it to 360 where you can get a little more sharp, or you can go down to like 97 and you can get a little more motion blur. But it means it's just better for cinema because you don't typically change your shutter speed ever.
Yeah, you're never going to.
So
Why
you just
would
set it to 180, and then no matter if I'm shooting at 120 FPS, 24 FPS, 30 FPS, 60 FPS, always going to be the right shot.
Is that a physical thing that happens, or
no? It's with these cameras, it's all it's all digital. But what it what it comes from is the old film cameras. The shutter was actually a circle, a disc that spun, and you would open it up. So like if a circle is a half circle, 180, it would spin and cover the frame half the time, and uncover the frame the other half the time. So you would get basically a half frame open. So it would just spin really fast. But if you do 96, then it goes, it's like a wedge. So then you open this much, or you do a little bit, or you do 360 and there's no thing, and it's just fully exposing every frame for the full second.
See,
so
look at that, dropping knowledge. See, so that just sounds like a programming thing. I mean,
yeah, look up
put it in there.
Look up shutter angle, just so people can see maybe see an image. Cinema camera shutter angle. Try that. Yeah, it's just better. They just need to. It's software. It's 100% software. It's like a Wikipedia or something. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, there it is.
Just like that.
So when you set it to 180, it's always half of the frame time is exposed. And it's just software. It's just software. So there he is. Explain.
There he is. He's talking about it.
It's just software, and they need to fix it. They need to fix that because software. It's an easy update on the software. And they need to make it so that I can set the shutter to 48 on photo mode, which I can't right now. It does.
Oh yeah, that's really annoying.
Just let me do it. It's so dumb that they don't have it. It's so stupid. But yeah, these are little things. These are little things.
Tiny things, but
make a cinema camera. Oh, look up a Bolex 60mm. This is what I think they should base it off of.
Bolex
60mm Bolex. Oh, and now I'm just getting into my wet dreams of what camera they should make.
Oh, this one, like this, you're saying, with the handle like that?
It's not updating. Where is it?
Oh shit! I know why. Hold on. Am I on the right screen? Oh no, it's the screen. Damn it.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So no, this top one, the big guy. Yeah.
This guy?
So, but like, it doesn't have to be exactly that, but doesn't this have like Fuji feeling to it with the like little silver bits and like?
Yeah, it looks like a Fuji.
Put a couple dials on the side where you like a shutter angle dial on the side instead of a shutter speed dial. Put an EVF on there. Put a flippy out screen. And then the other thing is, do they have one? Oh, that one. Do that. So see that center one, or the two on the side have the turret.
Yep.
They should put a fucking turret on it. Could you imagine these little tiny?
Is the silver thing the turret you're talking?
So yeah, see this 3 lenses. See how it's 3 lenses in one. So imagine these little tiny Fujicrons, 3 of them, all around, and you just hit you turn the little dial and it flips and it goes to the next one.
I wonder if people would buy that. That would be kind of nasty.
It's fucking insane, but I would love it. It's like basically a solution to a zoom, right? You just instead of zooming, you put your 3 favorite primes on there. And
I mean, that sounds amazing. But the primes aren't that small nowadays, though.
Well, it would have to be built basically for these. It would have to be built for these because if it's not built for these, they're too big.
Yeah.
Although they got kind of a big one on there. I mean, they got a big long guy on there. Anyway, I don't know.
That would be insane. This is actually a great way to do it.
I agree. I mean, I just think they should do something with a cinema camera, whether it's this or not. They really like, even if it's just a big GFX.
And then you could put the handle underneath if you wanted, huh?
Do a little,
like a little attachment,
a little gun handle. Yeah. Yeah. So. Ultimate, let's say final words here.
Yeah, let's see. Where are we at on time? Let me look at where we're at. 58:30. Look at that.
Perfect. We'll wrap it up here. And then if you have anything you want to touch on, just let me know. But
I feel like I said what I mean. You telling me that it's the best image quality you've seen. That's really what I care about. In terms of like everything else, I already in my head know that those are things you have to find workarounds for because it's a hybrid camera, and that's just the life of it for now.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, you're right. I'm just complaining about stuff that
It's good. No,
is
it's
just the
good.
way it
People
is.
need to know like that. But you know, you
Right.
gotta accept it at some point.
But
Because
honestly, my main thing is like I feel like I'm in between this world where I want maybe the solution is just buy a photo camera that's just my photo camera with a like decent video, or keep the XH1. Again, will I grab it? Probably not. But I'm in this weird world where I do this professionally. I do this for a living. And
damn it, we gotta figure that out next stream. I have the perfect clip cut out for it already.
but I do this, and so like this is like
Max.
Max.
I do this for a living.
This is like straddling, and like, where does it live? I don't know where it lives. Like, I need it, and maybe that's just me being sort of like weird about compartmentalizing my gear, but like I want it to live in one spot, rigged up, or I can grab it off the shelf and run out with it.
Yeah.
And this doesn't right now. Either I have it as a extra camera, which is very expensive, or where does it live? So that's my issue right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess for me, I don't do home videos that often, so I don't ever like.
You mean like personal stuff?
Yeah, I mean like the X Pro 3 does perfectly fine 4K 24 frame video. You know, it's not the best, obviously, like, but again, like, it is a dedicated photo camera. Right. I mean, like you're saying, like.
And I take 90% photos when I'm on vacation, but I do like to grab a video here and there. I don't know why. I just do. Like, I don't even use them. Maybe I post them on Instagram or something, but like, it's not like I'm doing. I'm not like selling stock footage or anything. So maybe I don't need. Maybe I should keep the XH1 and use that on vacation, and then this is my pro camera. I guess I don't know.
You've only had it for a weekend, so
that's true.
We'll see.
That's true. What do you guys think of any of this? Any thoughts? Any you gonna buy it? Let us know.
I think it's sold out at the moment, right?
Ooh, did I get one that they sold out of?
I'm pretty sure, man. I'm pretty sure.
So I should sell this right now. I could make some money.
That's always how Fuji cameras go for some reason. Like they don't make enough just to I think create a little hype. And
they don't want extra stock either, you know.
Right. Especially now in these days.
Dude, they sat on XH1 stock on the second run and couldn't get rid of it.
They couldn't get rid of it.
They couldn't give it away.
As
much as I love the XH1, they couldn't do it, you know.
They discontinued the XT3 official.
Yeah.
So,
and maybe that's the solution. Maybe I sell the XH1 and I get like an XT30 or something as just my like fuck around.
That one's gonna be too small for you, man.
You think so?
That one was too small for me. I had that one for a while.
These are almost too small for me. Look at my hand.
XT3 though, for the right price.
Yeah, maybe.
Still got the XH1 screen. Got the better video a little bit.
But then I'm like, do I just go get a X100 F or whatever? Just get something that's like a cool, like an X Pro, like your X Pro, but a little bit cheaper.
Yeah. I've considered that myself. Just like, why even bother swapping lenses?
Yeah,
for my. It's like it's got the perfect focal length.
Just
so
carry around a 35mm because that's the best focal length.
Right? So why bother? Yeah.
Right. And then it makes me go, okay, so then I'm paying $2,700 on this to what? To just shoot video only?
Fair. Yeah. I mean, the best video quality you can do.
I know, but it's hard to wrap my head around because it's a photo camera. It's a photo camera.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a video camera.
For a hybrid shooter, that camera sounds amazing.
Dude, if you literally like your job is, I don't get these jobs. Very rarely do I get jobs where they're like, "Oh, can you take some photos?" Because actually, I'm like, no, I don't do that. But like now, maybe I'd be like, "Oh, you know, I could grab stills while I'm shooting this event, or while I'm getting." Because sometimes I do like product stuff, so it's like, "Oh, you want photos of it?" I'll do just photos of what I lit for the video, and
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
if you're rolling on video and you hit the shutter button, does it stop it, or can you take a full? Could it capture?
100% it stops it, which is what annoyed me.
Yeah.
But I wonder how quick I could shoot a. Oh, my overhead camera died. Oh, there it is. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see here.
It was yeah.
So I need to get these. I think this is just settings. Oh,
I wonder if you could. So if you.
my camera's dying. I think. I think my XH-2s
Yeah.
dying.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is fucked. But let me go back. Yeah, it's like turning on and off for some reason. Probably because it's dead.
I think once it's dying, yeah. Remember that's what mine was doing last week.
Let's turn it around here. So I think when you're rolling, you're shooting photos and then you roll video. When you hit the shutter to shoot a photo, it just stores the video and then
kills the video. Okay.
Comes back to photo.
Interesting.
Which it shouldn't do. Actually, some of the Sonys used to let you snap photos while you were shooting video, except those photos looked like complete trash. So
that would be interesting if that's something that they could add.
They looked like shit though. They were just basically stills from the video.
Right. That would be tough. But I don't know. Stack sensor, dude. You separate the sensor for that one moment. Yeah.
Doesn't it look squished? Here's another question for you. Doesn't it look squished side by side?
Like sideways? No, I think it looks I think it's a pretty sleek looking camera.
It's a little too sleek.
Yeah, I mean, sleek is not like the best word I would use for like. It's not the typical description for Fujifilm.
I've never had a Fujifilm. Well, I've only had 3, but I've never had one that had hard, sharp edges. Look at these sharp corners.
Yeah.
Never had one with sharp corners on it.
Yeah, the XT4 is kind of sharp.
Like this one, I could almost hurt myself on this corner right here.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right. Well, I guess that's it for now. We'll come back next week with more detailed, more specific. This was Mike's.
We'll put a link to the video. We'll put the link to the video in the description. Watch it. Let us know your thoughts. J-Roll, you watch it too. Let me know your thoughts if there's any.
I'm definitely gonna watch it as soon as the 4K edition pops up. But
as soon as YouTube lets us do it.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna go in for my kiss. Let me see.
Forward more. Right there. Right there. No, back it up. Back it up. Right there. Forward. Yeah, right there. Mwah.
If you guys have any more, thoughts, let us know. If you want us to talk about anything, like if you want us to deep dive about stuff like what Mike was talking about, shit that people don't know about, that stuff's good too.
Yeah, I mean, we can do that. Yeah, for sure. I'd like to do what you think about the X Pro 3 soon, because I don't think you've actually gotten to talk about it.
Oh, I'll tell you right now. I love this camera, but there is a huge fault in this camera, and I'm pretty sure Samuel talked about it. But a lot of the street guys have mentioned this gigantic fail by Fujifilm.
Okay, well there's a cliffhanger for you. We'll see you.
All right, we can do it. I'm down.
We'll see you next week.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.